Hi, welcome. I'm Julia, and for our practice today, we're going to do a vinyasa flow, but within that flow, we'll see a bit also of dynamic mobility and strength drills. So it's a bit of a mashup, a bit of a hybrid practice, but mainly we're working with a Vinyasa Yoga flow. So let's begin, and we'll start by coming into child pose with an arm variation. So as you set yourself up, lower body child pose, big toes together, knees apart, come up on your fingertips, keep your arms straight, keep your chest lifted and your collarbone wide, and lift your chin just a bit so you can see forward on the ground past the front edge of your yoga mat. So you should feel quite open on the front of your body from like your pubic bone to your throat. That whole front line of the body stays extended. And then walk forward onto your fingertips, slowly, but still keep your chest a little bit up, your chin a little bit up. And then with your tented fingertips down and a continued length through your arms, wiggle your hips back a little bit more, so you get a deep fold into your knees and your hips. And once you feel that your legs are as folded as possible, your spine is as extended as possible in this moment, then you're going to let your arms fold into a box, holding opposite elbows, and then rest your head either on the ground or on your forearm and close your eyes. Take a few moments to connect into your breath. Notice how you're breathing right here, right now. And from that awareness of breath, monitor the length of your inhale, the length of your exhale, and see if you can place emphasis on breathing into your back and side ribs. As you stay with the breath, change the cross of your arms, just so we have the opposite pattern with the other forearm on top. And then a very simple mantra so that we're able to continue connecting into our breathing. On your in-breath, say to yourself, I am here. And on your exhale, again silently, just in your own mind, say to yourself, I am ready. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, I am ready. One more time on the in-breath. I am here. Exhale, I am ready. And now as you inhale, extend your arms straight forward. Palms go flat this time. Dig in, like claw with the pads of your fingertips. So you engage the grippy quality of your hands. Your hands get kind of grabby. And you're actually digging a little into your mat to turn on your forearm flexors. So your hands and your arms are very awake and very strong here. As you do that, lengthen forward like you're pushing your mat with your hands, so grabbing and pushing. And then press your hips a little further back towards your heels, full stretch. Can you keep your hips anchored way back and now reach your arms way far forward? So working your hips and your hands in opposite directions. Good. And then as you open your eyes, continue to breathe steadily and rise on up to your hands and knees. So you're in your all fours quadruped position. Take a nice breath just to set your hands, fingers still spread, and fingertips still claw, so it's strong, active hands. Breathe in. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, arch into cow. And repeat, rounding as you breathe out. Arching, lifting chest and chin as you breathe in. Good, take about 3 on your own. Waking up the mobility potential inside your spinal column. One more time. Sitting back into child pose, walk the hands forward, extend your arms. Take a nice big breath, inhale, and full exhale. This time as you start to inhale, curling about halfway up as if you're coming into cat, but then drag your hands back, back, back so that you roll yourself up into a tall kneel. And then lift your arms up overhead, full stretch above you. Let's stay on this first one. Interlace your fingers up there and then bend your elbows to flip your palms inside out. Good. And using that leverage of the interlocking of your fingers, imagining that you're pulling your hands apart even though you don't. Use that to lift your ribs, lift the sides of your waist, lengthen out, like traction out the torso of your body. One more inhale breath. Very nice. On your exhale, release your hands, let your arms come down, and then as you're sitting back, reach forward. Once your hands land, you can slide or walk, depending on the traction of your surface. Sit back, hips back, child pose. Pause. Again, inhale. Exhale. And then start to draw yourself up. Inhale, a little faster. Rise and press your palms. Exhale as you release and reverse. Sit back, reach forward. And again, right away, inhale, rolling and reaching. Exhale, sitting back, extending your arms forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale again, it's straight arms, straight elbows as you reach forward. Inhale, we're just going to roll through this a few more times. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, child pose. Take a pause. Breathing in child for a moment. Inhale, rise back into table. Pause here, keep breathing. Exhale. As you breathe in again, tilt your tailbone, dip your belly, lift your chin. Continue to cycle your breath as you pause in the shape of cow, where we have the back bend. Keeping that shape in your spine, pelvis tilted forward. Walk one hand out, elbow straight. Other hand out, elbow straight. Pause, chest is still up, the gaze is a little lifted. From here, press down into your hands to stretch the length of your arms. And keep the arms this straight, so extended elbows, this vigorous, and slowly center of chest lowers. Hips are high, chest is low, puppy pose. Breathing here. You can let your forehead, your face, your chin rest, whatever works for your body. Really going for the indentation in your upper back right between your shoulder blades. Keep the arms incredibly strong. Good, another 2 breaths, waking up the upper back and the shoulders. And then softly draw yourself forward onto your belly, prop up on your elbows, and come into Sphinx pose. In this Sphinx pose, turn your palms to face up. Forearms are parallel to each other, but the palms face up and the thumbs roll towards the ground. And then bringing awareness into your shoulders and your upper back, we're going to do a slouch. So let your front ribs, your belly drop down and your shoulders ride up into your ears. And then push down into the backs of your hands and your forearms and lift your chest up. And do that again. So you shrug and sink. And then you push and lift. Shrug and sink. Push and lift. Good, 3 more times. And it can be a little confusing at first to know what is moving. Like, you know that you're moving through space, but you're not sure what part of you is initiating or sourcing this movement. And it's your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades are gliding around your rib cage, and that's what takes you down and up. Okay, now turn your palms face down, so we get some different forearm rotation. So palms face down. And now instead of up and down, please trace a circle. So still the rest of your body not really moving, just responding to what you're doing here in your upper back. And you work within your own range of motion. Everybody moves in a unique fashion. So how this looks for me is probably not how it's going to look for you, and vice versa. Good. Reverse your circle. But you're working with your body to make the biggest circle that you possibly can in this moment. Nice big shoulder circle here. Try one more. And then as you come back to center, let's again plug the shoulder blades in and push them out. So go straight up and straight down. We take the circle out of it. And we're just sort of like riding the elevator, you know, up, down, up, down. 2 more. Last time. And then come down and rest. You can rest your head in any fashion, whatever feels comfortable. So cheek, forehead, or chin. And then bend into your knees and do a light windshield wiper of your shins and your feet back and forth. Also a sweet little quad massage if you happen to have any like tension or tenderness in your quads today. You might feel that just as you shift pressure of your body against the ground. Okay, let's come back to extended legs. Bring your hands next to the sides of your chest now with the palms flat. Roll your shoulders onto your back, so that's like a half circle, rolling back and holding in that back position. So you're sticking yourself there by imagining that you could tuck your shoulder blades into your back pockets if you had them, which you probably don't on your yoga pants, but imagine you could tuck your shoulder blades back down and then root through your hands and rise up. Root through your legs and engage the backs of your legs. Elbows a little bent, cobra pose. Mainly staying focused on some engagement in your back muscles and your leg muscles. Good, another moment to breathe. Inhale here. Softly lower, release, and exhale. With your hands still by the sides of your chest, pull your abdominals in and up, tuck your tailbone under, and it's as if you're curling into a crunch or a sit-up, but of course you're trapped with your chest on the floor. And as you do that, you're going to feel your abdominals and your glutes engage, engage, engage. And I'd like you to keep all of that powerful core strength. Hug your elbows into your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together again on your upper back. And then one nice big exhale, push the floor away, stay on your knees, and come up into a modified plank. So in modified plank, the fronts of the hips are open. So if you have the vantage point to look at the camera right now, I want to show you what we don't want, which is sticking your butt out. That's like table. And you'll notice the front of my hip, my lap is bent. That's not what we want. So you're going to come forward, tuck your tail under like you're doing cat, and flatten right here, flatten across the front of your hip. Okay? And then curl your toes under, straighten your legs, and come to a full high plank. Breathing here, engage your glutes. So your bum is a big participant in your plank. Good. Take another moment. Squeeze your abs as well. And the more you use your glutes and your abs, the less you put into your arms and your wrists. So it's more sustainable for a lifetime of yoga. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down on 1, and sit back, child pose. Awesome job. In your child pose, turn your palms face up. And then with your palms staying face up, curl your fingers in and out of a fist a few times. And as you do that, curl your wrists as well. So it's not just the fingers, but it's the wrist. And so you get a nice like counter release movement to all that flat palm plank work. Good, one more time. And then in child pose, reset your hands. Reach your arms forward, reach your hips back, and lengthen your spine. Breathing in, rise up, hands and knees. In this hand and knee position, curl your toes under, shift your hips back so you feel some stretch in your feet. We're looking for an angle. So the hands are a little more forward, the arms are at a diagonal. So we certainly don't have our hands underneath our armpits. The hands are way far forward, the hips are sitting way far back. Just like you're doing cats and cows, exhale, round your spine, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, pause. And then inhale like you're doing cow, tilt your pelvis, tailbone goes back behind you. Indent your spine, lift your chest, and look forward. Good, try that again. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One more time, we're just mapping the two patterns. So exhale, this is your cannonball pattern, right? This is your rounded pattern, your domed spine. And then as you inhale, arch and lift, this is your back bend, right? This is your extended spine. Please keep this position. So you're indenting your spine and tilting your pelvis. And now shift your weight back, keep your gaze forward, and float your knees. As you float your knees, it's harder to keep your spine extended, but do the best that you can to maintain those actions inside of yourself. And then ever so slowly from the extension, move your hips up and drop your head. Now let's do down dog with heels up, knees bent. So it's a variation. Heels up, knees bent. Take the hamstrings and the calf tension out of it a little. Push forward with your hands, reach up back with your hips, inhale. And then as you exhale, lower your heels towards the ground. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, straight legs, drop your heels. One more time. Inhale, arch, lift the tailbone a little bit higher. Think cow pose. And then exhale, extend your legs, drop your heels, and pause, breathe, down dog. What I'd like you to notice is there is no cat. We're not doing a cat action inside of down dog. We're really trying to sustain more the cow action, which is tilted pelvis, indented spine. Good, take one more breath in. And then softly walk your hands backwards. Exhale, forward fold ragdoll. Take a hold of opposite elbows. And allow your upper body to lengthen down the fronts of your legs. And if it feels nice to shift, you're welcome to move around a little on this first one, right? Just acclimating, finding your way into your body today. Take another 3 breaths here in Uttanasana, forward folds. Good. And now placing your hands on your shins, inhale, lengthen your spine. And again, bend your knees as much as you need to so you have a little tilt of your pelvis, thinking cow with your spine like we do in down dog. And then exhale, keep that length and release, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, arch. Keep as much of the length as you can. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, length. Exhale, fold and pause. Inhale, hands on shins, pause. Stay with the extended spine. Exhale, hands on hips, pause. Keep the extended spine. Take your arms straight out to your sides, pause. And now inhale, rise up and reach up. Push through your footprints. Use the strength of your legs. Reach your arms overhead. Pause. And then exhale, arms down by your side. Come into mountain pose. In mountain, at the back of your mat, have your feet about hip width apart, stacking up the bones of your body. So feeling that you can balance and place your pelvis right above your ankles. Set your rib cage right on top of your pelvis, and then center the weight of your skull right over the center of your rib cage. Take an exhale here and turn your palms to face forward, rotating your biceps open. Exhale, fully feel the ground beneath your feet get connected. On inhale, circle your arms up and overhead, full reach, look up. As you exhale, hinge, diving at your hips, fold forward, extended spine. Hands come to your shin bones. Inhale, lengthen, gaze down your mat. As you exhale, forward fold, little tuck of your chin. Rising to stand, root through your footprints, and inhale, rise. Look up at the top. Exhale, mountain, arms to your side. So same thing, we'll go again. Inhale, circle. Exhale, dive, hinge, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands on shins or fingers on floor if that works for your body. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin slightly. Hollow belly. Inhale. Use the strength of your legs. Long spine. Rise and reach. Exhale, arms by your side. One more time, just like that. Inhale, reach and look up. Exhale, hinge, dive, and fold. Inhale, lengthen, hands to floor or shins. Exhale, fold again, diving in. Rising to stand, inhale, circle, look up. Mountain, arms by your side. Adding on to this one, inhale, circle, lift and look up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold, you dive. Inhale, lengthen, gaze down your mat, and now as you exhale, walk forward, high plank pose. So putting together a few things we've seen already today. In your high plank, curl your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, gaze forward, inhale, and then elbows bend, stay firm in your core, exhale, lower slowly. Point your feet, hands next to the sides of your chest, roll and wrap your shoulders, and push through your legs as you come up, cobra. Exhale, release to the ground. This time, curl your toes as you curl your tail, as you squeeze your glutes, as you lift your navel because you're contracting your abs so strongly as if you're going to do a sit-up or a somersault. Hug your elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades on your back, and press straight down, high plank. pausing in your high plank, take a breath. One more moment in your high plank, again engaging the front body strongly. So curling your pelvis up towards your bottom ribs and dropping your bottom ribs towards your front hips as you squeeze your glutes. Breathe in. As you exhale, shift your weight back, lift your heels up, bent knee down dog. Pause, let your head drop. With your heels up and your knees bent, use that to mechanically lengthen a little bit more through your spine, channeling those actions of your cow pose in your pelvis, low back, middle back, and upper back, but then not in your neck and not in your gaze, not in your head, your chin. So slight dropping of your head, just relax. Relax your head and your neck. We don't have to look up. Take one more breath, lift your tailbone, sitting bones a little higher, energize your arms, grip with your fingers, everything we practiced already. And then nice and easy as you extend your legs and drop your heels, come to your full flat-footed downward facing dog. Or I should say, as flat-footed as your body will allow. Depending on the day, your heels may or may not contact the ground, but here we at least go for the attempt, the action of lengthening through the calves. Inhale. On exhale, hands walk backwards to your feet, breathing out all the while. Arrive, inhale, length. Fold fully and exhale. Rising to stand, inhale, arms above you, looking up. Mountain, arms float down by your side, and we'll repeat the pattern. Inhale, arms circle, gaze up. Exhale, hinge, dive, forward fold. Length here, inhale. Walk forward, exhale, arrive in high plank to hold. Inhale, curl your tail, squeeze your glutes, look forward. Exhale, slowly with control, lower down, point your feet, wrap your shoulders, hug your elbows in, and inhale, rise, cobra pose. Exhale, guide yourself back down. Tons of control today. Curl your toes, curl your tail so that you engage your glutes, your belly, squeeze your shoulder blades, all the actions, and exhale straight up, plank. Hold, breathe in, re-engage your core. As you exhale, keep your knees bent, heels are lifted, but shift back, back, back with your chest. So you're pressing your front ribs towards your front thighs. Those same actions of puppy pose, but instead of being on your knees, you're on your toes. Recreate puppy as best you can. Take an inhale, arms are straight and so, so strong. And then as you exhale, open up the backs of your knees and ankles and full down dog, drop your heels. Breathe, inhaling and exhaling for one. Inhale. Exhale for two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Walk your hands backwards. Walk to your feet. Arrive, inhale, length. Exhale, forward fold. Rising and reaching. Inhale, stand and look up. Mountain, arms by your side. We'll go again. Inhale, circle. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, length. Exhale, walk yourself forward, high plank, hold. Inhale, strong glutes, strong abs. Slowly, reluctantly work against gravity and lower. Point your feet, wrap your shoulders, inhale. Squeeze your legs, use your legs more than anything, cobra. Exhale, release, prepare, squeeze your shoulder blades, curl your toes, squeeze your glutes and abs, exhale, push the floor, high plank, hold, inhale your breath. Exhale, shifting, downward dog, pause, bent knees, Heels up. Organize your arms, your spine, and your pelvis. One more inhale. Keep your length. Exhale, drop your heels. Full downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing for 1. Breathing 2. Last breath for 3. Walk your hands backwards. We'll take this one more time. Inhale when you arrive, lengthen. Exhale, hinging from your hips to fold. Rising, inhale, looking up. Mountain arms to your side. Circle, inhale. Fold and exhale. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, walk forward, high plank. Breathe in, gaze forward, squeeze glutes. Exhale, lower slowly with control. Point your feet, wrap your shoulders, use your legs. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Set yourself up, engage your front body, and inhale, press up, high plank as you breathe out. Hold in high plank, inhale again. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment just to set yourself up and then arrive in your full down dog, breathing here. Wonderful job. One more inhale. This exhale, knees bend, gaze forward. Your choice, inhale, step walk or a light hop, feet come up to hands. Lengthen when you arrive. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Let's bring the feet all the way together in this one. Bend into your knees. Sit into chair, half chair, elbows on your thighs. With your elbows on your thighs, bring your hands together and take a moment, pause here. Much like we've done already, we'll do a little cat-cow action. Bring your palms to your thighs, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, curl your tail. It will open your knees a little, but that's not what we're after. So stay as low as you can, but tuck your chin, dome and round your spine, and tuck your tail. Now go for the cow shape. So that will let you sink deeper in the bend of your knees. Tilt your pelvis, indent your spine, and lift your chin. Good. 2 more times, and then we'll rest. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, tilt your pelvis as you lift your chest. One more time, exhale, pull your belly in and up. Feel really hollow in your abdomen. And then inhale as you arch. Keep the inhale. I know your legs are burning. Keep the inhale length. Keep that extension. Stay with it. And just release your arms down. Fingertips tour towards the floor, but chest is up. 5, 4, just stay with it. 3, you're almost there. 2, and 1. Forward fold. Nice work. Awesome job. Separate your feet about hip width. Take a hold of your big toes by hooking your first 2 fingers from the space, the crevice between your big toe and your second toe. You go through the crevice and under the pads of the big toes. Inhale, lengthen to the front of your spine. And then as you exhale, initiate from your belly, not your elbows. So again, hollow by sucking your abdomen in and up, pressing your thigh bones backwards so they stay a little deeper in your hip socket. And then you fold your front ribs to your front thighs, let your head drop. If in the process of all of that your elbows happen to bend, that's great. Or that's fine, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It has a lot to do with proportion, personal proportion, and the length of the long bones in your body. Okay, so it's very personal. But what I would like you to feel is that your abdomen is nice. That's awesome. I don't know if you just saw that. It's a real moment here in video where the dog did an up dog and a down dog. Okay, please ignore that. Go back to your practice. Hips are high, tailbone high. And that's helping to sustain the length of the front of your body. So there's a lot of work in your legs and your core, but not necessarily in your arms. One more breath. On your inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Place your hands to your hips and exhale your breath. Still with the strength of your legs, push into your footprints and inhale, rise. Coming into mountain, exhale, arms by your side, pause to breathe. In this mountain, walk the insides of your feet together, join your legs, consolidate your two legs into one. Take a breath out. As you inhale, circle your arms up, keep your arms above you, interlace your fingers, flip your palms inside out as we did earlier, and really lengthen up through the sides of your body. Keeping the arms above you, upper arms by ears, breathe in. And as you exhale, shifting your weight, keep the length of your spine, chair pose. Your upper body will angle forward, that's totally fine. Keep weight even on your feet, between the balls of your feet and your heels. And attempt to keep your upper arms next to your ears. One more in-breath, pushing out through the palms and the heels of your hand. And then as you exhale, release your arms down and around and forward fold. Take an inhale here for your length. Exhale, stepping or lightly hopping, plank pose, and hold. Inhale, plank pose, strong core, strong glutes. Exhale, lightly lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, very light release to the ground. Curl your tail, curl your toes, squeeze your belly, squeeze your upper back, plank, building strength. Exhale, downward facing dog, reset. Moving into a flow series now, linking a number of poses on one side. Press your right handprint forward and down, smear the mat with your right hand, engage your right arm. Press your left thigh back in space and do your best to ground your left heel. From that foundation of right arm and left leg super strong, float your right leg just about halfway up. We don't have to go for a big split. Here, we're really just looking to stay solid in the rest of the body while we remove one of the 4 points of stability. So not thinking of this as a flexibility challenge. That's not what we're after. It's actually a stability challenge. So can you shift your weight a little bit more towards your right hand, towards the right of your mat? Get light in your left hand and come up on your left fingertips. So we've got right leg up, back. We've got left side fingertips. And then if you feel stable and daring, try to get just one left fingertip on the ground. So we've lifted all the other left fingers. The rest of your body is still in downward dog. And then maybe you can float your left hand off the ground for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Tuck your right knee into your chest. Job well done. With your right knee in towards your chest, lift your left heel now and shift your body forward, forward, forward. You're in plank, shoulders over wrists, back heel high. Suction the thigh up towards your chest. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Step back, high plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slowly all the way down to your belly. Rolling shoulders, strong legs. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, release to the ground. Set yourself up for success. Curl your toes, curl your tail, and press out, plank. Hold, and downward facing dog, reset. Super nice. Take a moment to breathe in down dog, second side on down. So taking it nice and slow and controlled. We're not rushing anything. We're really working on precision today. So push your left hand print forward and down. Engage your left arm like crazy. Press your right thigh bone back in place. Drop your right heel down and engage your right leg like crazy. So you pin down those two opposite corners and now float your left leg halfway. Notice, did anything else change? Ideally, no. What we're after is nothing else changed. We just took one point of balance away. All right, come up onto your right fingertips, hold. Attempt to keep everything exactly as it is and come to just one fingertip. Maybe that's enough of a challenge today. Or if you want to try for it, here we go. Float your right hand, 3, 2, on 1, put your hand down, tuck your knee to your chest, and then come forward into a tucked plank position. So pulling your thigh up to your chest, round like you're doing cat, 3, 2, 1 step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment and breathe. Exhale, heels lift, gaze forward. Inhale, step, walk, or hop your feet up. Feet together, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into your knees, inhale, chair pose. And let's have classic pose, palms touch. Good, sit a little lower, leaning forward is fine. And then as you exhale, push the floor away. Stand up, hold, inhale, grow taller. Exhale, arms by your side. Pause a breath, mountain pose. Feet are still together, legs are still together and narrow. Exhale your breath. Bend into your knees for your chair with arms by your side. So as you sit into this chair, similar to something we saw earlier, fingertips go towards the ground. Keep your chest up, keep sending your hips back. Exhale your breath. Circle your arms back behind you, stay in your chair. And as you inhale, arms over your head, Utkatasana pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale your length. Step or hop back, high plank, chaturanga to cobra. In your cobra, shoulders wrap, strong legs, you rise. And then we're really working on this today. As you come to the floor, set yourself up, curl your toes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, squeeze your upper back, and push the floor, high plank. Beautiful. From high plank, downward dog. Reset your feet as you need. Stretch through the length of your arms and your legs and breathe. One more inhale. As you exhale, lift your right leg about halfway up, just halfway. Get light through your left hand. Come onto your fingertips and either stay with that or float your left hand. Breathe in, steady as she goes. As you exhale, keep your leg up, place your hand back down. Come forward with an extended leg behind you, plank. So this is now a 3-point plank. Pull your belly in up. Use your left leg, which is your grounded leg, like crazy. Coming onto your left hand and the outer edge of your left foot, still floating your right leg. Lift your right arm up. Side plank star. Balancing. 5, 4, 3. Tuck your left shoulder blade into your left back pocket. 2. Keep your right leg up on 1. Right hand down. Reset. 3-point plank. Now tuck knee into chest and hold. So we're back in that knee tuck. One more breath. We're stepping forward lightly. Step up, lunge. Place your right foot where your right hand was just a moment ago. And place your left knee down. You can cushion with a towel or a blanket if you prefer that. Let's do a twist. Left hand grounded beneath left shoulder. Take your right arm up into the air. Good. Pause a moment, rotate. Adding here a mobility drill. So we're going to move dynamically with breath. Right hand, top hand behind your head. Breathe in, roll your chest open. As you exhale, look down, curl down, and tap elbow towards elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, there's an element of cow as we extend and expand through the spine. And then exhale, curl and coil, much like cat. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Now as you inhale, open, stay open, please. Re-extend your arm up into the air. Curl your back toes under. You can gaze to the ground if it's helpful for balance, and straighten your back leg as best you can. Engage the glute of your back leg, opening the front of your hip, lunge twist. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, look down, bring your right hand to your right foot. Pivot your back foot flat, heel to heel alignment, and bring your left hand to your left hip facing the side. So we're working now towards side angle pose. You have your front knee bent to about 90 degrees. Again, back foot is flat, back leg is straight strong. Take your left arm straight up in the air. And as you press your right arm into the inside of your right calf, lean back, roll open, extend through that top arm. 5, breathing. 4, 3, 2. On 1, look down, bring both hands to the inside of your front foot. Pause. And then keeping your front knee bent, start to walk your hands on the diagonal so you get a little bit of a long arm reach. Still pressing the bent knee open. 5, 4, breathe here. 3, opening the inner thighs. 2. On 1, walk your hands down the middle of your mat. Spin your front foot. So now you've got 2 parallel feet. This is not a deep forward fold. It's really just a way station. So take a moment here, extended legs, extended spine, a breath. Changing the feet a little bit. The leg that was just your back leg, that's your left. So turn your foot out. And as you now walk your hands, we're not turning the foot all the way out, just a few degrees, like 20, 30 degrees. Walk your hands towards the inside of that foot. Now with your front foot, pivot so you're on the heel, toes are up. And then start to sit yourself as low as you'd like into this side lunge variation. So available to you is to keep your hands closer to your body. You can also walk your hands more forward, as I'm doing. Other options are to bring your hands into prayer. You could bind your arms, or if you feel really, really stable in this position, you've got good depth, you could even reach your arms up overhead. That would be the most advanced expression here of Skandasana. Take another couple of moments. Now your left heel might be in the air, that's fine, but if you can work towards dropping the left heel, even better. Yeah. Keep your spine as extended as you can, no matter what variation you're doing, at least for right now, for today. We're working on extending our spine. Last breath. Now, can you use the strength of your legs to pull yourself up and back to center? So maybe you can do that without your hands. If not, that's fine. Of course, use your hands as you need, but you can work towards doing it with no hands. So we're back to center, parallel feet. Walk your hands forward like a downward dog. Extend your arms and legs. Drop your head and hold. 5, 4, steady breath. 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back in. And then walk your hands over to your front foot. Your right foot, spin on your feet into a lunge. Make sure the back foot made the full transition so the back heel is high. Ground your hands down. We're going again into a plank tuck. Breathe in. And as you exhale, pick your front foot up. Pull your knee to your chest, tucked in your plank, and hold for 3, 2. Remember that side plank pose, same side. So left hand, this time stack your legs and reach your right arm in the air. So a more classic, more conventional side plank pose. 5, squeeze your legs together. 4, pull your abs in and up. 3, 2. On 1, lightly bring your right elbow down. Set your toes. Bring your left elbow down and join your hands. Elbow plank position. Shoulders down from your neck. Push down with your elbows and forearms. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, come onto your right hand. Then come up onto your left hand. High plank, vinyasa. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to the ground, curl your toes, use your front body strength. High plank. Downward dog. Reset in your down dog. Pause and breathe. Coming into side 2 after we cycle to the front. So we'll complete this vinyasa and then we will return and do that all again. Breathe in here. Exhale, knees bend, gaze forward. Inhale, stepping, walking, or light hop, feet up. Lengthen, feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Bending into your knees. Sweep your arms up by your ears. Utkatasana, pause. And then press down into your feet. Rise to stand, arms above you. Exhale, mountain pose. Arms are by your side. Breathe in. Exhale, hips go back. Chest open. Fingertips towards the ground. Maybe you can sit a little bit lower this time in your Utkatasana variation. Again, keep your spine extended. Weight even on your feet. Exhale. Sweep your arms back behind you and around to go up. Inhale. Sit even deeper as you exhale. Breathe in. And then forward fold, release. Lengthening breath. Inhale. Stepper hop, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Back down to the ground, curl toes, exhale, downward dog, going right through a super strong plank transition. As you arrive in down dog, reset, make sure you're good and stable, inhale. And as you exhale, lift your low belly in up. Without changing the length of your spine, extend your left leg. So we find some abdominal contraction even though we keep the length of our spine. Come to your right fingertips. You can pause right here or float your right hand for 3, 2, on 1. Keep your leg up. Put your hand down. Inhale. As you exhale, keep your leg extended and pull forward into plank. 3-point plank. Belly in up. Inhale. Come onto right hand outside of right foot. Exhale. Left arm goes up. Legs do not have to be far apart, but we are trying to lift that top leg. 5, star. 4, 3, breathe. 2, keep your leg up. On 1, bring your hand down. Reset plank and tuck your left knee to your chest and hold. So we're back to that knee tuck plank. 3, 2, Lightly step up, replace your left hand. Lunge. Back knee down. Right hand under right shoulder. Take your left arm up, lunge twist, pause. Again, we'll work dynamically. So bring your top hand behind your head. Breathe in to lean back, roll open a little bit. And then exhale, curl, think elbow to elbow. Inhale, roll open. Exhale, roll closed. Inhale, notice if you're tempted to rush it. Exhale, try to stay with this pace. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, roll open, lean back. And then roll it closed. All right, go ahead, open up again as you breathe in and take your arms straight up in the air. Keeping the arms straight up, change your gaze as you need for balance and stability. Back leg straight. 5, so big lunge twist, crescent twist. 4, breathe, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. As you look down, bring your left hand onto your left foot. Turn your back heel in, down, back foot flat. And take your right hand to your hip. So excuse my back to you for this part of this sequence. We are in side angle variation. So bottom arm, left arm presses, left leg open. Take your right arm up. 5, 4, 3, strong and steady. 2, keep the knee bent. We got one more thing. Hands on the one more thing with a bent knee. Hands on the inside of your front foot. And then start to walk on a diagonal. You can let your head drop, but keep pressing your bent leg open. Yeah, so press it away from your armpit. Press your knee away from your armpit. 5, 4, and the upper body feels a bit like down dog. 3, you're almost there. Should be humming in those hips. 2, on 1, walk your hands to center. Woo, swivel your feet so they're parallel. And pause. So straight arms, straight legs. We're not going deep into any kind of flexibility. Again, we're just pausing before we do the side lunge. Breathe in. And then as you change your feet, back foot is going to turn out just 20 or 30 degrees so that as you bend the knee, it goes over the toes. And then pivot on your front foot so it's heel down, toes up. Walk your upper body more towards your back leg, more towards your bent leg into Skandasana. You can again have your hands close to you or further from you, but we are trying to lift the chest up and lengthen the spine. Same option as before. If you're feeling more advanced today, you can press your palms and have your hands off the floor, come into a prayer in front of your chest. Or if this just comes nice and naturally to your body, try lifting your arms up overhead and getting vertical in your spine. I am not going to show you that because I'm not capable of doing that with my body today. But if that's your body, I'd like you to know that you have the option to do that. As always, my body is not your body, and your body is not mine. It's nice to know, though, that we all have a place to work inside of these postures. Let's stay for 5. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, maybe you use your hands, but maybe you don't need your hands. You just use your lower body strength to pull yourself back up center. And once you're center, you can release your hands. This time, inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, walk your hands back. So you go a little bit more between your feet. Tuck your chin a bit, lengthen your spine, and let your head descend. So maybe your head fully comes to the ground, but not necessarily. One way or another, as you descend the weight of your skull with a slight chin tuck, the more you lengthen the entirety of your spine. right? Because your pelvis is one bookend of your spine and it's going upward like a down dog tilt. And then your skull is the other bookend of your spine and it's dropping. So the two going in opposition to one another is what tractions out all the many segments of your spinal column in between those two bookends. Inhale, lengthen your spine now, walk your hands forward. And as you exhale, walk to your front foot, spin on your feet, come back into lunge. Pause a moment just to make sure the back leg is straight and the heel is up. We're going to need that back leg to be in plank position. So you're ready for your plank. And now tuck your left knee into your chest, pause. And we're coming into that side plank here. So as you roll onto your right hand, extend your top leg and stack your legs. Top arm straight up, Vashisthasana, side plank pose for 5, 4, just breathing. Tuck the left shoulder blade down your body. 3, 2, and 1. Looking down, hand down, elbow down, left elbow to the floor. Reset your feet so you're in plank, right elbow to the floor, 2 elbows are down. Elbow plank position. Shoulders pull down from the neck. Forearms and elbows push the floor away. So you dome in your spine a little like you're doing cat. Hold for 5. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your abs. If you get shaky, you are doing it right. That just means you're doing it right. 5. So good on you. 4. Breathe. 3. 2. Coming up for a vinyasa, left hand down, right hand down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Point your feet, roll your shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lightly to lower down. Curl your toes, squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, and press out. High plank, down dog, breathe. Awesome job. Steady, even breath. One more inhale, down dog. Lightly exhale, heels lift, gaze forward. Step walk or a little hop of your feet come up. Lengthen feet together. And exhale, fold. Bend into your knees, lower your hips. Inhale, circle your arms up, chair pose. Breathe out, sit a little lower, you've got this. And then inhale, rise up, reach up, get tall. Exhale, arms float down by your side, mountain pose. Bend into your knees, arms by your side. We're going to transition to the ground. But here first, one more chair pose. Why not? Of course. So sitting your hips back, nice and long in your spine, and then circle your arms back so your chest is nice and open, and circle your arms overhead. Sit a little bit lower, and check it out. We're going to keep sitting and sitting and sitting until we come all the way down, and then bring your hands behind your thighs and lift your feet up, and come to balance in a bent knee boat pose. In your bent knee boat, you can either continue holding your thighs or take your arms alongside your legs and frame your legs. So totally, absolutely your option. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, bend your knees so your heels come towards you. Squeeze in so you really pull your heels towards your glutes. And then bring your fingertips behind you and feet down, butt up, press, hold the press. Nice big breath. Good, sit your butt back down, lift your feet up, bent knee boat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Heels squeeze towards glutes, fingers down, press your butt up, lean your chest forward towards your legs. Let's do it like that one more time. Sit and lift your feet. 5, 4, chest up, chest wide, shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Pull your heels towards you, press your hands down, lean forward, and now take one arm out front of you. Take your other arm out front, out front of you, and try to drop your heels. So it's like the teeniest, tiniest little chair pose ever, right? But you're trying to drop your heels. The knees can be a bit apart, but the feet are together. Good, and then rise into your chair. So you hug your knees together as you come higher. You can stay forward with the upper body on an angle. Again, that's permitted. Good, exhale, and then rise up, reach up, inhale. Arms by your side, reset mountain. Take a moment, we're going back in. So with your mountain pose here, inhale. Exhale, sit your hips back, arms are by your sides, pause. See if you can brush the floor with your fingertips. Take your arms back and around and up above you. Sit low into your chair, inhale. Sit lower, exhale. Keep sitting, land, and then lift your legs. So we're in that bent knee boat again for 5, 4, 3, 2, putting it together. On 1, pull your heels towards you, fingers behind you. Press yourself up. One arm forward, other arm forward, and then lift into chair. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, and then inhale, come up, arms by your side. Apologies for my camera angle. I know you can't see all of this, but let's do it again. Sit back into your chair, arms by your side, and then reach your arms behind and up in a circle. Sit low, 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 and then sit down and come into boat. Hold in your boat, breathe in, and how about right away, pull your heels, press yourself up, one arm, other arm, and then chair, and then stand. And let's do 3 more at this sort of pace. So, how about this? Take your arms directly forward. It's a little smoother, and sit and come into boat. And then bring your fingers behind you and press your bum, reach your arms, and stand. So it's a little smoother here. Let's go again. Reach forward to sit and lift your feet. And then feet down, reach forward and stand right up. Good. Again, reach forward to sit. Lift your feet, balance. And then tip yourself to rise up. I know I said 3, but let's do it again. Let's do it a few more times just because we only now got it. We got good at it. I want to give us a second to enjoy it. We'll do 2 more now. So we sit into boat. We rise through chair. We sit into boat. We rise through chair. This is your last one to sit. And we're going to stay sitting in boat. 5. Straight legs, your option. 4, 3, awesome job. Way to close that one out nice and strong. 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet down. Shake your legs out for a second. Roll down onto your back. Hug your knees in. Take a moment. We're shifting gears here. Take a moment on your back and just rock side to side. Just rock out your low back. You take the soles of your feet to the ground and separate your feet and your knees, your bent knees, quite wide. Arms come into a cactus, backs of hands on the ground, and we windshield wiper. And the reason we windshield wiper with the feet and the legs wide is so that we can be a little bit staggered with our legs. That way the inside leg has space to dip in and down. So that we feel that opening through the front of the hip, the front of the thigh, this side of the belly. You can go at any pace here, whatever suits you. We are starting to wind ourselves down now. Let's let the knees tip to one side and just pause there. Again, it doesn't really matter which side because we'll do both. You can either stay with your arms in cactus or reach your arms straight up. You could even hold on to a wrist and give it a gentle pull. If you would enjoy stacking ankle on top of outer knee, you're welcome to do that. It's in no way obligatory. It is simply optional, but not obligatory. Good, another breath this side. And then softly release and switch. Flipping your legs to side two. And same options with the arms and the legs. Choose what suits your body in this moment. And just breathe with it. Breathe with the experience of being in your body that you are in this moment engaging with. Good, release. Come back center. Take your legs forward for a moment. Just give them a little wiggle jiggle. And then one more time, bend your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And we'll take the soles of the feet to the ceiling and come into happy baby's pose. So it's a really nice symmetrical posture here. Opening through the glute muscles, the hamstring muscles, the inner thigh muscles. Let's keep the right side in happy baby, but release your left leg. Ground the foot. So you've got two bent legs. Right side is half happy baby, and left side is pretty casual. So that left side is just offering us a bit of an anchor so we don't roll all the way out of the pose. Good, another breath here. And then extend your right leg, that's the happy baby side. Extend the right leg in the air. You can hold on anywhere you care to hold on. Just spend a moment here opening through your hamstrings. Maybe also a bit into your low back. But mainly we're attempting to keep this in the leg and not too much into the spine. Good, and then as you let go your hands, figure four position, cross your right ankle above your left knee. And we'll thread the needle, drawing the package of your legs towards you. Holding on either underneath your left thigh, if that suits you, or going over top of the shin if that suits you, so whichever you prefer. A couple moments breathing here. Good. We'll take one more pose on this right side, and then we'll be switching sides for this series. So still with your figure four, but let go your hands. As you land your left foot, cross your right leg tightly over your left, so it's almost going towards an eagle bind. And then scoot your hips. You're going to lift your pelvis for just a second. Scoot your hips a couple inches to the right, and then roll your knees. They can come towards your chest as well. So tucking your knees a bit towards your navel, and then rolling the package of your eagle legs to the left. Reach your right arm out to the right and encourage your right upper back, which is the shoulder blade area and the shoulder, to drop heavily towards the ground so that the right shoulder and the right leg oppose one another. They're going in opposite directions across a diagonal here, or I should say along a diagonal line. Attempting to pin down the corner of my right shoulder and the corner of my right knee. And you can use your left hand or forearm on your right leg to help anchor, if that serves you. Just another moment here in this spinal twist, with a bit of a hip opener. This one is a combo. It's a 2-for-1. So you get some spine release, but also some hip release. Softly let that unravel, come back to center. Take a moment at center and extend your legs. Come into a momentary Shavasana. And you can have your arms by your side or rest your hands on your body, whatever works best for you. Take a breath. And then let's bend the knees, walk the feet in. And come to Happy Baby's pose. Feeling probably a bit different between those two sides just because of everything we've done on one side only. So simply observe that, be present with the disparity, and in just a moment we'll move into side 2. Okay, we'll keep the left leg, the left side in Happy Baby, but release the right side. Right foot lands flat. Couple moments here. Again, just inviting left side hamstrings, glutes, low back to open up. Good, and then reach the left leg into the air. You can hold anywhere you like. So that can be thigh, calf, or foot. Give the hamstrings a moment here. And then keeping the ankle flexed, so we're strong here at the ankle joint. Cross into figure 4 and thread your needle as you draw your legs towards you. Just a nice steady breath as we open the outer hip. And one more breath. And then as you keep the legs as they are for a moment, just let go with your hands, land your right foot, and then take the left leg and cross it higher up and a little bit more tightly for that eagle bind. Swing your hips to the left, curl your knees up towards your navel, and roll your knees to the right. Spinal twist. Balancing out your in-breath and your out-breath. Finding equal and even length to each. The evenness of the breath, the support of the floor, the simplicity of these postures beginning to turn us in the direction of rest and relaxation. So as you pause just a few more moments here, observe that energetic shift. And from acknowledgement of that shift comes a deep regard of respect, a reverence perhaps even, as we stay incredibly present on the journey that we're having today, acknowledging what we've done, but also acknowledging where we are going with it, that Shavasana is coming, and acknowledging our work within the practice to be as present as possible for all of the moments, for all that has occurred, and taking that with us, taking that presence and awareness into our rest. So unravel yourself nice and easy. And as you undo your legs, take a moment to yourself. Do whatever you need to do to feel ready for Shavasana. And then when the time is right for you, please come to rest. As we rest together, it will be fairly brief, but I do invite you, if you have more time for your practice today, to continue with a longer Shavasana and just allow the video to run out and stay in your own quiet space as long as you care to. If this is the time frame that you have to offer yourself today, please gradually awaken from your Shavasana. If you are able to stay a few minutes longer, please again enjoy that time to yourself. You may even close out with a few minutes of seated meditation. But for our time together here today, I will say goodbye. Thank you so much for sharing this practice. It's been a joy. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.